Hi, this is Chuck. Welcome to our video question of the week. This week's question comes in from Gary in Kansas, and he writes, can a company have two cultures, one that the owner is convinced exists, has conveyed to the employees and customers, and then the one that really exists? Yeah, Gary, it sure can happen that way. I've seen that a lot, actually, when I go out and talk to our member companies. Is that a lot of it is that the owner takes such pride in their company and the reputation and the history, and they've built up in their minds that they are the best no matter what. What generally happens, and I think where your question is coming from, is that the employees aren't buying into what is being presented by the owner, let's say. So typically when I see this problem, it comes from the infiltration of what I would describe as negative thinking, and most often it's just by one person, but that person has gained the influence of the people you can describe as the clock punchers, the ones that are willing to follow someone that has a negative perception and a negative attitude about things. So what an owner has to do, and what you need to quickly work on, is to call that person out on this, and if that problem continues, if you find the source of this and it's a negative thought process by someone, you got to call them out on that and make sure that this problem doesn't continue. And if it does, you just basically need to set that person free. They need to be removed from the environment, and even if they're a key employee, it's just something that you have to do. Now that is a huge short-term burden, but it's something that will benefit the company long-term. Another reason that this occurs, that dual culture concept within a company, is that the owner is really in denial about their business that they're in. They're kind of out of touch with the people on the street, let's say, or the customer base. And so, some owners, because they believe that their company is the best, they don't in reality have the facts or statistics or anything that, research that they've done that backs that up. So the employees may actually know better than the owner what really is the culture of the company, and that's where everything has to be brought back into more of a strategic plan, a strategic meeting with key employees and stuff, and to really sort that out. So the owner can pound that message all day long about them being the best, we're great reputation and all that, but if the employees aren't buying it, then certainly the customers aren't buying it, and a lot of times the customers are what drives the employees to believe differently than that. So there can be that dual culture situation coming back through the customer channel as well. The owner needs to adjust the reality in this case. If you do own your own business, that is something you have to step back and reassess how you message the employees. So what I would do is I would suggest like an anonymous employee survey, some sort of suggestion box thing almost, where people are free to talk about these kind of things and not be exposed as the person that is bringing this to the surface. So a lot of us we shoot the messenger kind of thing. So you can't do that, but you've got to make sure that people are free to talk about these kind of issues so that you can fix the problem basically. And it may be just one or two disgruntled people that are at the root of this, and that would be something not that hard to fix. So you need to make this an absolute top priority if you feel this is going on in your company. And one thing that comes to my mind is that at our Business and Leadership Conference in February, these are the very kind of issues that we talk about. So I would network with other system integrators who may have experienced this, your fellow members, and maybe try to get out to the business conference in February to talk through some of these issues with us. So thanks for the great question.